Hi everyone, how's it going? Welcome back. I'm Eric. Today I wanted to do a short introductory video on a series I'd like to try on YouTube as kind of a thought experiment or just a side project. I'm not sure what to call it, but I just wanted to talk about the genesis of this. So a few weeks ago I was doing a reading update and David Foster Wallace came up, and I realized I hadn't read Wallace in several years, hadn't really thought about him, to be honest. And then I remembered when his syllabi, because he was a teacher, he taught most of his life at different colleges. And I remember back when, probably when I was in college, I remember his syllabi came up. And I remember the list of books he chose were really eccentric, I guess would be the word. And these were the 8 books on his popular fiction course from the fall of 1994. So, Where Are the Children by Mary Higgins Clark, Carrie by Stephen King, The Silence of the Lambs by Thomas Harris, Black Sunday by Thomas Harris, Rockstar by Jackie Collins, The Big Nowhere by James Ellroy, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe by C.S. Lewis, and Lonesome Dove by Larry McMurtry. And I remember thinking, well, this would have been a really fascinating course to have taken part in, thinking about what discussions were the students having about these books. How do they feel about being in a college class that was not using canonical or classic books? Instead, they were going with airport novels and pot boilers, and questions like that were interesting. So I thought I would do a video on each of these novels, and they're not going to be book reviews per se. They're going to be more about questions of what made these books popular, why do they connect with such a huge audience, what do they tell us about American culture in the late 20th century. Most of these novels deal with fear, they deal with fantasy. There's nostalgia, there's paranoia in many of these novels, and also thinking about, do they still speak to the 2020s? Were there prophetic elements in these books, or not? Or maybe they don't hold up as well, or they just don't have the same resonance they did for audiences when they came out than they do for today. So that's just a preview of some of the questions I want to talk about. I will post that syllabus on the notes to this video. And I know he taught other courses on popular fiction and used different books for different courses, but I'm going with the one that was used in the fall of 1994. So yeah. So the first book I'm going to do will be Where Are the Children by Mary Higgins Clark. This came out in the mid-1970s. It's a book that deals with a lot of domestic anxieties around marriage and parenthood, and many other things as well. So look forward to talking about Where Are the Children for the first video. So yeah, so that's an introduction to the series I want to do. Thanks for watching, and take care and have a good day. Bye.